Hello, Times Crossword, let's go. Temporary, profession of players, this is acting, a double definition. So acting means temporary, acting head of department, for example. And players is one way of referring to actors. So the profession of players is acting. A couple of pianos in a room associated with a type of singing. Well, I think this is acappella. A is a, couple of pianos. Well, P is the abbreviation for piano. In a room. Okay, I think the a couple of pianos refers to APP in the middle of the answer. In a room, in a cell, with a gives a cappella, which is a type of singing. Any number packed into space wherein contest is held. This is arena. So any number is n, the mathematical unknown, packed into space, included in area. That gives arena, which is a space wherein contest is held. And space isn't doing double duty here. The definition is wherein contest is held. Call after match, creating rows. This is tiering. So call is ring, after match, after tie, gives tiering, which means creating tiers or creating rows. Subtlety is absent from annoying individual. So this is nuance. Nuance is subtlety. Is, absent from annoying individual, absent from nuisance. So nuisance without is gives nuance. Chief, royal figure, almost first to insult China. Wow, what's this? Chief, royal figure, could be prince, almost first. Royal figure almost suggests prince without the final letter. First to insult is the initial letter of insult. China is pal in the sense of both meaning friend, my old China, because China plate is Cockney rhyming slang for mate, which is a friend or a pal. That gives principal, which means chief. Record, middle of opera in box at La Scala. This is Loge, probably not pronounced like that. So to record is to log. Middle of opera is the middle letter of the word opera. That gives Loge, which is a box at an opera house, and La Scala is an opera house. A son's tried to develop skill. So to develop looks like an anagram indicator for a son's tried. And it is indeed, because that gives us adroitness, which means skill. Customers initially order ungarnished beef. Well, beef means complain. Let's see if the wordplay supports this. Customers initially, well, C is the initial letter of the word customers. Order is OM, short for Order of Merit, a British award. Ungarnished is plain. That gives complain, which means beef. Fantastic. Source of fibre and iodine, girls eaten up. Wow, what is this? I think this is sisal. I think sisal is a source of fibre. Iodine is I, the chemical symbol. Girls eaten, yes, girl is lass. So lass eats or consumes I for iodine, and then up is a reversal indicator, which gives sisal. Gently boils some carrots immersed. Okay, this is a nice straightforward hidden clue. So simmers means gently boils, and then some is a hidden indicator. And in the middle of carrots immersed, beginning with the S of carrots, we can read simmers. Noticing old bishop helping at mass. Yeah, I think this is observing. So observing means noticing. Old is O, bishop is B, the chess abbreviation. And helping at mass must be serving. I'm not sure if that's a technical religious term. Good university in Durham say to carry on without a break. This is segue. So good is G, the abbreviation. University is U, the abbreviation. In Durham say, well, Durham is controlled by, or is yes, let me say controlled by a bishop. There is a bishop of Durham, and a C is another word for the area controlled by a bishop. So G and U inside C gives segue, which means to carry on without a break. I emerge after travelling, a settler in another land. This is emigre. Travelling is an anagram indicator for I emerge. That gives emigre, which is a settler in another land. Drug, hospital, injected into leg, more needed externally. I think this is morphine. Morphine is a drug. Hospital is H, the abbreviation. Injected into leg, included in pin. And then more needed externally. Well, if we put more outside of H in pin, we get morphine, which is a drug. Arab maybe, having a throat problem we hear. This is horse. An Arab is a type of horse. And we hear is a homophone indicator. And one throat problem might be when your horse spelled H-O-A-R-S-E, and that sounds like the answer. Craftspeople come in beset by grumbles. Well, grumbles and craftspeople both are plurals, so this could end in S. Well, I wonder if this is carpenters. It fits the letter pattern, and carpenters are craftspeople. Come in is enter. Beset by grumbles, beset by carps. Fair exam ought to be like this. This is passable. Ooh, yes, that is the right number of letters. So passable means fair, and an exam ought to be passable. So that's a double definition. Person who helps ruin one possessed by the devil. Wow. I wonder if this is Samaritan. So a Samaritan is a person who helps. Ruin is mar. One is I. Possessed by the devil. Possessed by Satan. Endless pity for fraud. This is sham. Pity is shame. Endless, without its final letter, gives sham, which is fraud. Bored, sacking old. Old, president. Yeah, this is Harding. Bored is hoarding, spelled Hoarding. Sacking old, removing O, the abbreviation for old. That gives Harding, who was a president of the United States in the past, hence old president. Holy Father drinking coffee with late Queen, seen as sycophant. Late Queen is probably ER, a reference to Queen Elizabeth II, who died recently. So it looks like sycophant is the definition. Holy Father drinking coffee. No, not getting that. Boy wanting more. Dance. Yeah, this is Twist. So the boy wanting more is Oliver Twist, who asked for more. And the twist is a dance. Vessel has possible indicator of nationality. Attached. Yeah, this is flagon. A flagon is a vessel and has possible indicator of nationality attached is a reference to a ship having a flag on, which could indicate its nationality. Possibility to do with parts of USA at last being possibly to do with parts of USA at last being reformed. Well, reformed looks like an anagram indicator for at last. That gives statal, which could mean to do with parts of the USA, because the USA is divided into states, and statal means of states. Holy Father drinking coffee. I just can't work out what coffee is referring to. With late Queen, seen as, aha, I wonder if passable is spelt pass with an A rather than an I, which could give us flatterer for the sycophant. So, Holy Father is a reference to FR, short for friar. Drinking coffee, drinking latte. With late Queen with ER, and that gives flatterer. Digital means of projecting film. Wow, I don't know. I thought the F would be helpful. It isn't. Let me pause and do my brief typo squiz. Make sure I'm happy with everything that's entered. All the acrosses look fine. Down's looking good. Yeah, everything is as intended. Trendy leaders deserting Sussex Resort. This is right on. Right on means trendy. And the Sussex Resort is the town of Brighton in the county of Sussex in England. And leader deserting tells us to remove the initial letter from Brighton. Fraudulent American introduced by John. Yeah, this is bogus. So bogus means fraudulent. American is US. Introduced by John, introduced by Bog. Both Bog and John are ways of referring to a toilet. 50 in group, exciting little interest. Now 50 is probably a reference to L, the Roman numeral for 50. So L inside a word meaning group. Well, if we put L inside band, we get bland, which means little interest. Correction, bland means exciting little interest. Now, closing in on the finish, just the bottom left to go. Study, NT book in European country. This is Denmark. Study is Den. NT is the New Testament, and Mark is a book in the New Testament. That gives Denmark, which is a European country. Now, surely F and K help. Digital means of projecting film. Yeah, this is flick. We need to pause after projecting. So a digital is a reference to a finger. So a digital means of projecting is a flick. You can flick something with your finger and that will cause it to project. And then flick is also a word meaning a film at the cinema. Great, just 2 clues to go. Concerned with commercial risk, bearing returns with existing coverage. No. African city. Family has to be housed in South Africa. This is Kinshasa. So Kinshasa is an African city, possibly in Angola or Congo. Family is kin. Has is has, to be housed in South Africa, to be included in SA, the abbreviation for South Africa. Now, A, not helpful. Or is it? Concerned with commercial risk. Wow, yes, I think this is actuarial. Phew, this is hard. So an actuary calculates risk. That's his professional skill. So actuarial means concerned with commercial risk. Bearing is air. Returns is reversal indicator. With existing coverage, with coverage by the word actual, which means existing. So there we go. Every clue solved. Every clue explained. No empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what a delightful puzzle. Absolutely beautiful stuff from the Times, as ever, day after day. Beautiful puzzles of this ilk, which means there's always another one coming up very, very soon. So it makes life better. Now, in terms of the snitch, I would say that was fairly straightforward, so probably in the 60s or 70s. I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.